I fail all the time. I do. I fail all the time. And you know what? I love my life. I have an amazing life. Some people don't experience in their lifetimes the kind of huge risks, huge adventures, massive failures, totally crazy experiences that I've had in my 20s. I fail fast. I fail often. Sometimes I fail big. Sometimes I fail small. But I always fail forward. You want to know what my life looks like? It looks like this. I have cried myself to sleep too many nights to count. But I have also created some incredible experiences for myself. I'm about to turn 30. And as I reflect back on my 20s, the decade that most of you in this room are starting now, the thing that I am most grateful for are my failures. Our 20s are for taking huge risks, for making big, crazy-ass mistakes, for failing, learning, growing. Failing, learning, growing. But they don't teach you this in university, right? We've been taught our whole lives that failure is bad. That we should avoid failure at all costs. We should not make mistakes. It is drummed into us. I think it's pretty safe to say most people in this room would have a pretty negative association with failure. Have you even thought about your attitude towards failure? Who's like right down here with me? 10 out of 10. Failure is awesome. Who's more like down this end? Like filled with anxiety and dread? Yeah. In fact, stand up. Who's down this end? Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's no wonder. You are under so much pressure to succeed. You are under so much pressure to succeed. I want you to think about the last time you failed at something. How recent was it? Did you fail a subject? Did you, did you fail an exam? Did you fail an assignment? Did you fail in a friendship? Did you fail in a relationship? I want you to think about how that felt. That feeling in the pit of your stomach. That dread, that anxiety. You couldn't possibly face your professor, your teachers, your parents, your friends, hell, strangers. Like the whole world is caving in. You got that feeling? That feeling is awesome. And it's awesome because it can be so powerful. It is these moments when we fail that we acquire knowledge, we acquire strength, we acquire a determination to never feel that way again that you don't feel when you succeed. A life lived without failure is not success. It's mediocrity. Success is failure, failure is success. I want to give you a small glimpse into some of my failures. I am a 2-time university dropout. I am not degree educated. I have started and lost 2 businesses. I have made wrong hiring decisions, which has meant I've had to fire people. I've had to make people redundant. I have been a really bad friend at times. I have failed in friendships. I've failed in relationships. I have been in so much debt that technically I've been bankrupt. Sucks to be me, right? But it's from these failures, those feelings, that I've been able to create some pretty awesome successes too. I have started 3 businesses on 3 different continents. Combined, generated millions in revenues. In June 2008, I was included on the 35 women under 35 most successful women in the UK list. I made headlines on the Sunday Times. Last year in Hong Kong, I was honoured to be included as one of 25 most inspiring young women in Hong Kong. I get asked to speak all over the world. I travel at least 100 days every year. I have visited over 200 cities on 4 continents. Recently spent a month in Liberia. I'm writing a book. I run marathons. And I have 13 years full-time working experience, and I'm 29 years old. It is all about perspective. It is all about your attitude towards failure. I've failed forward. I want to tell you a story just to bring this to life about my journey from hero to zero and back again. This journey of success is failure, failure is success. And it all started on a plane. I want you to imagine this. I was 22 years old, living in London on a business trip in Hong Kong. Flying back, we had 12 hours, my colleague and I. We were sat there, pissed off with the mediocre people we were working with, sick of working for a big multinational. We had passion, we had an energy. Let's start our own business. We had 12 hours. We had 2 notepads. We wrote down the idea. We had the name, the business model, the plan. We touched down, the plane hit the tarmac. He resigned, I resigned the next day. We were away. I had just turned 23 and I had started my own business in London. The next 2 years